Well, hey, kids, you're watching the Saturday morning special on Sometimes Joey Plays.
This is the network of sports entertainment. Nobody knows sports like we know sports. Yeah, we may not have any of those teams you like, but we have all sport. And if it's not a sport, trust us, we'll find a way to make it one. Nose.
Good morning, live from my bedroom at my parents' house, United States. My name is Joey. Sometimes I play games. I'm joined by Jake Summer, Tanya, and welcome back, Gary Nuts, from a much-deserved day off. And who else has a much-deserved day off is our friend Tabitha, who has joined us, and she is getting the day off. You notice behind us a special little banner. Am I like screaming in this mic right now? Let's turn stuff down. Definitely. The Backyard Little Monsters are division champions. And oh, by the way, you are watching the Saturday morning special on Sometimes Joey Plays. You're watching Backyard Baseball in partnership with the Network of Sports Entertainment, Nose. And here is a special message from the aforementioned Nose regarding the Little Monsters.
The playoffs are coming to Nose.
Don't talk about playoffs.
Join Job Costas and Omar Sandwiches, who'll have the call of the BFL postseason. Will the Monsters defy the odds and go all the way, or will some other team win and cause lasting trauma for all the players?
Oh no!
Subscribe and ring the bell to find out so you don't miss any of it. Football.
Wait, why is my bedwetting medication there? Oh, that's funny. You take bedwetting pills? It's like, first of all, it's like not funny to make fun of Tyler's bedwetting pills. And second, like, is it like, oh, what's up, Moose and Gooses? Is it like pills to help you wet the bed? Because like that's kind of how it sounds. It doesn't sound like something that would prevent you from wetting the bed, Tyler. It's the latter. It helps me to actually wet the bed, because like when I would go to sleepovers and stuff, it would be like ha 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 ha, the bed is wet, or the sleeping bag is wet. But like I don't what like why would that be a prank though? Like that, wouldn't that just make you look worse?
He's embarrassed. It's okay. Listen, I take pills for drinking too much whiskey. It's all good. But hey, good to see you guys again. You know, I really needed the day off from after that Memorial Day weekend. I bet all of us did. But I needed it more than anything because I'm old. It's true, you are old. All right, well, we've exchanged pleasantries. Let's get to the starting lineups. We are playing the Melonheads today, the 6-3 Melonheads. The Bombers coming off really a miraculous win, if you will, from last week. And we're going to do some shifting around here because really a lot of these kids need help. We need the fastest runners possible in the outfield because of everything. Wow, Luann Louise got a lot. You know what? No. We need her in the outfield. Put her in right. Wow, and we got some power up, some boosts today. We're going to get to that really in a second. I'm just trying to see if we need any other changes on the infield. I think for the most part we are okay in that department. Really no reason for me, I see, to not have Kenny pitch on the mound. And with that, I think we're ready for some starting lineups. Also, just quickly, the Why Are You Betting props. The Bombers, perhaps because of that miraculous, dramatic win from last time around, are actually plus 1.5. Maybe there'll be another 1-0 game. But I have a little bit more hope this time around if in the event this thing goes to 10 or something innings. So let's start off with the visiting Melonheads. I forgot what's the first part of their name. It is just the Melonheads. Let's have Jake Summer. Will you please give us the starting lineup for the 6-3 Melonheads?
Yeah, I can sure do that, Joey, and that was a great win last week, and I'm happy that we're back to do this. I'm looking forward to this, and I should say also, the Bombers are only 3 games back. This is not by any means a lost season, but a lot of things are going to have to go right, and we're not facing the Tigers, who are in first place again. Anywho, leading off behind the plate, Dmitry Petfootage at catcher. Batting second at second base, Olga Tolevson. In center field, batting third, Jane Davis. Batting fourth in left field is Gary Allen. That definitely sounds like a real person's name. Batting fifth in right is Joella Minotti. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of power. Batting at third, PJ Sharif. Batting at seventh at the first base position is Christina Beatty. It looks like she should be pitching. Batting eighth is at least starting at pitcher Aaron Harris. And rounding out the order at shortstop is Caitlin Cade. And that is your starting lineup for the Melonheads.
Thank you, Jake. Beautiful, charming as always, and not the least bit annoying. And let's welcome back Gary Nuts by Gary. Would you please read us the starting lineups for the Bombers?
Yeah, I guess I'm due for some work today. All right, leading off in center field is Vicky Kawaguchi. We're back. I did see that last game. It was a miraculous win. A part of me thought I should be here, and then I remember what Pansy Boy over there said, that maybe I should stay home. Because of the good luck, bad luck thing in baseball. We'll just see what happens.
Yeah, if they lose, it's your fault.
If they lose, I'm gonna have you go to the shed and clean the jock straps.
You can't make me do that. I checked with the union. You can't make me do that.
Oh, you and your unions. Okay. All right, I'm stalling here. We need the people want to see some baseball. Yeah, Vicky is leading off in center. What I was trying to say was we're back at Sandy Flats to post that Tin Can Alley. In right field is Luann Louis, who's got some crazy boost to her skills today, which maybe she could hit the mound, but we need the speed. And right, batting third. Does she really have to bat third? I guess so. Stephanie Morgan is at short. Batting fourth in the cleanup spot is second baseman Billie Jean Blackwood. Batting fifth, Andy Frazier at first base. Batting sixth on the mound, Kenny Kawaguchi. I think we can move Sydney up, actually. So why don't we do that? Do you like that idea, Joey? I like it a lot. I think it makes sense. Why not? If she's got that special stuff today, let's bat her. We're going to move. Okay, so we're switching Sydney and Stephanie. So now Sydney goes to the third batting order, and now batting in seventh is Stephanie Morgan, and Sydney, of course, still in left field. Okay, and then rounding out Ricky Johnson at third, and that stupid NPC character behind the plate batting ninth. Let's play baseball. Let's play ball indeed. The Saturday morning special brought to you. The brand isn't on the screen, but they sponsor the Saturday morning special. Good golly gosh, Oops All Kids, the cereal made for children and dogs. And here we go. Game number 10 of this 14-game season. We thank you for joining us. And Kenny Kawaguchi is going to strike them all out. Okay, you want to, Tanya, what's going on there?
Just had a can of ginger ale.
Wonderful. Did you bring it up for the class?
Last time you said a joke like that, then you gave up a home run.
Why are you jumping so much?
My medication's kicking in. I want medication. I want more medication.
All right, let's get off of this. And first pitch of the game from Kenny Kawaguchi is swung on a miss for strike one, starting right on time at 11:18 a.m. here in the East Coast. The Saturday morning special. We had a lot of people join us last Saturday for an awesome extra innings win. I got to turn down the volume here. Swung on a miss, strike three, and 3 straight pitches, and Dmitry Petfootage is set down for the first out of the ball game, the first strikeout of the ball game for Kenny Kawaguchi, and a great start for the Bombers, at least defensively. But hey, we have a long, long way to go.
Yes, we do.
Okay, hit the ball, okay? Olga Tolevson batting second, hitting .375 on the season, swings and misses, strike one. The Melonheads lead in their division. I checked it before the game started. They used the Major League Division names in this, and the custom teams are all paired to one as that little soft pop-up is caught by Stephanie Morgan for the second out of the inning around second base. But this team does lead at 6-3 on the season in their respective division. After being in Tin Can Alley, we can see how the properties of the fields make a difference. Look at how that ball slowly gets stopped, and there's a collision between Kenny and Ricky right at third base, and that is going to allow the runner to reach base safely for what is probably going to be ruled a hit in backyard baseball eyes. And the Melonheads have a 2-out base runner as Gary Allen comes to the plate, hitting with an open stance. Kenny's first pitch popped up to the right side. Could that dunk unless Billie Jean can get there, and she makes the catch for the out. Billie Jean, a member of the division-winning Little Monsters, I believe the only player that is on both teams, as Vicky Kawaguchi steps in to lead off for the Bombers in the bottom half of the first. Yes, Jeremy, she is the only one who plays both sport. Yeah, so we spend a lot of time with her, and I know you just got an interview with her in the previous video, as Vicky takes that first strike on that second pitch of the at-bat, and the third pitch now in for strike 2, 1-2 to Vicky. Might be a good opportunity to actually try to chop the ball for a grounder, but it doesn't matter when you don't make contact, as Vicky swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Yeah, Jeremy, Billie Jean is really cool and likes fashion and French stuff, and we talked about things like fries, and I love fries. I want to get some fries before we leave here today, but the good boardwalk fries are crispy and salty and come with cheese. Yes, those are delicious, as Luann takes that first pitch for strike 1. Luann bangs 343 on the season. Obviously the speedster of this team, and really a lot of rallies make or break on whether or not she can get on base. Here's a chopper to the right side. Can Louis beat it out? And Louis will, in fact, beat it out as Dimitri, with his thick behind, makes it safe. I'm messing up right now. I'm really messing up. Dimitri was slow and got the throw off late. Yep. Runner on base, and we're feeling a little zesty. Let's go for a steal. Low pitch, ball 1. Dimitri's throw is a little mid. The relay throw is too late, and Luann Louis is safe with a steal, and a runner in scoring position now. And with Sydney having those plus skills in the batting department, that doesn't always mean power. She swings and misses for the first strike. This is considered a hot day for her. As you can see, she is in the orange. Will that affect her power? Not necessarily, and she takes that pitch inside for strike 2. 1-2 now to Weber, who I think she was the one who got her. No, it was Ashley. Who was the one that got her stuff torched? It was Ashley. 2-2 to count to Sydney Weber, only hitting .080, well below the Mendoza line. Contact, liner towards second, but not high enough and not hard enough for it to be a base hit, but encouraging contact for the second out. And now bring up Billie Jean Blackwood, and it might even be worth considering a steal here, seeing as how Dimitri's contact was pretty weak. Yeah, go for it, see what happens, and you never know. You have a situation like the other game. Now throw by Dimitri is pretty strong there. Oh no, I was still in OBS. But we can have a rundown. Let's see. Oh no, that's that. I just should have stayed. Okay, get back. Oh no, she's gonna get tired. And we were too gutsy on that one, and she is out. One hit on the inning, but a runner is taken out at second, and I hope that we're gonna have to give juice. Okay, look, we've been talking about for a while all these different things where fly ball. Jake, great job and all. Great job. I really get creeped out when you do that. And the thing that bothers me is that once you stop me, I can't go back to it.
It bothers me too. I'd rather hear Joey.
I'd rather hear you at home.
Me too. I have a wife that loves me and whiskey that loves me.
Yes, indeed. But I was impressed, so I just kind of let you keep going. PJ Sharif takes the first pitch to left field. Vicky to left center, makes the catch and able to help her brother out there. Christina Beatty comes to the plate, batting 160. Again, encouraging top half of the inning. There was a base hit. There was that rundown. It was worth a shot. It's early in the game. Why not? Because that one run came from the fact that Billie Jean put the ball in play. There was a throwing mistake,
and we were able to get a score from Vicky Kawaguchi. Just keep that in mind going forward. 2 pitches outside for ball 1. Top of the second here, no score against the Melonheads, and low pitch for ball 2. 2-2 the count to Beatty. Kenny's pitch is a called strike 3 to end the top half of the inning, and we're going to go back to the bottom and try to keep some momentum going. That's the big thing, is momentum. You've got some players that have a, plus day or whatever. Let's see what happens. Sorry, I burped. That was disgusting, but I don't really have much room to say anything given that I've burped many, many times on a live stream. No one joining us yet. We're hoping that we can get an audience like last time. A chopped ball to the left side, but the throw is too strong, and Billie Jean with her long legs just too slow to make a play, but that was kind of the right idea. I think we need to take advantage more of hitting the ball to the left side, because if that ball is slow on the sand, like right here, and he's got decent speed. Let's see, Dimitri's throw is late, so okay, a base hit for Annie Frazier, and something good to keep in mind, Dimitri is not the fastest, and the Bombers have their second hit of the day. The sand is, slows that ball down. We saw that in the last game they played here, where there was that inside the park home run because the ball got slowed down by the sand, as opposed to Tin Can Alley, where the ball bounced a lot more and it was easier for the fielders to get it. This is a great observation and something I didn't really take into consideration as a kid, that these different venues, these different fields have different properties that put a big effect on the game. 1-1 pitch to Kenny is fouled off, chopped away for strike 2. Annie Frazier has decent speed. I don't know if we want to test a steal just yet. And Dimitri's taunt, statistically, the chances of hitting you this next pitch are quite low as Kenny strikes out for the second out. Here's someone who likes to strike out too. Stephanie Morgan comes to the plate, and she is terrible. I never played this game. I played baseball. I haven't played backyard baseball except with my grandkids, and that's literally baseball in the backyard. This character, who is supposed to be like the baseball fanatic, is terrible. She's great at shortstop, but otherwise just sucks. I don't get it either. And in the future installments of the game, as we're going to get a steal attempt by Annie Frazier, that would have been close. But just kind of getting an idea of what kind of arm Dimitri really has back there. 3-0 count to Stephanie Morgan. We'll just wait for a strike, which is right there on the elevator pitch for strike 1. May as well let her look at another one. Bring down the game volume a little bit. We want to make sure you can hear all our soothing voices. And ball 4 to Stephanie. That'll put another base runner on, and now the Bombers do have 2 base runners on. One is in scoring position with 2 outs. But here's the guy who's at the plate, Ricky Johnson, and we might just try to work more walks.
Okay, I'm gonna try to make
Yeah. Yeah. I have to still reacclimate myself with baseball. So anything that results in someone standing on the clothes that are out there, that's always good. Ricky looks at a second pitch for strike 0-2, and we were kind of just seeing if we could work another walk. Because statistically, our chances of hitting this pitch are quite low. Strikeout. It was going to be a strike anyway, so your apology is not accepted. And we go now to the third inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, no surprises. And we now are back on the mound with Kenny Kawaguchi. If it really is a mound, or there is juice, we might have to... Can I see a timeout real quick? Okay, Luann still has a full bar. Obviously, when you do those rundowns, your players slow down a little bit, and we can't have her or Vicky lose their speed. We need them to be ready to go, ready to get on base. Harris chops it, and Harris is moving slow. So is Bone, and that pitch is on for an out. We are approaching the end of the season, of the regular season, and as Jake was alluding to earlier in the broadcast,
as Caitlin Kane swings at the first pitch for a strike, swung on a miss, hitting .391 on the season at short. It's not impossible that they make the playoffs. Playoffs? Oh, no, wait, Jake, I want to. Can you do it, please?
Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs. You kidding me? Playoffs? Playoffs.
Gary, you want to give it a try?
Playoffs. Don't talk about playoffs. You kidding me?
Playoffs?
I just hope we can win a game. Another game. Jim Moore, thank you for that. I can't imagine Jim Moore is watching this or watching my channel at all. But thank you for revolutionizing the term playoffs, even if it is not football. Anytime, if you're a devoted sports fan, you hear the word playoffs, that is the very first thing that comes to mind. Playoffs? Strikeout. Caitlin Kane strikes out with the third strikeout of the game for Kenny Kawaguchi. And there are 2 outs now in the top of the third. And here comes thick boy Dimitri. I got to blow my nose. And we got a tissue. Tanya, you have a tissue?
It's like in my bag.
Could I please have a tissue?
Okay, I'll go get my bag, I guess. It's underneath. How many tissues would you like?
I'm fine with like 2 to 3.
There's a deal if you get 5 of them.
A deal if I get 5? I'm not buying them. Can I please just have the tissue?
No, you have to purchase the tissue.
You really get on my nerves sometimes.
I know. Get a room. My name's Tyler. You know, in the last game, you actually said my real name. I was like reading what was on the bottom. I can read. You can read, but you don't remember men's names. Most men's names, as Dimitri swings and misses for strike 1. If it's a lady, you get their names correct. With the exception of my mom, and that's because you get my name incorrect. So, I don't know. Maybe you do need more medication. I needed a lot of medication growing up, but, like, my parents and the counselors were, like, stupid. They're, like, stupid, and, like, they didn't give me what they thought I was, like, trying to sell it for money.
Well, you're trying to sell me a tissue right now, Tanya, so that doesn't sound that out of the ordinary. 1-2 pitch to Dimitri, swung on a miss for strike 3, and Dimitri, for the second time today, is down. Today is down on strikes. Look at your analytics all you want. You stink. That's the end of the top of the third, and we go to the bottom of the third now with the worst person ever known to man. I hate this kid so much. I'm sounding like Gary right now. I'll say it too. I hate this kid so much.
We did not need to make him at all. Like, we could have just picked another backyard kid.
Yeah, I was going along the lines of like the Trey Ash, style of player, but I guess that's just different. As Terry Bone has a 2-0 count, I mean, we'll take a walk and we'll take a fielder's choice, no problem. And that pitch is inside ball 3.
Do you still need those tissues?
I just found a piece of scrap paper. It hurt, but I had a boogie.
Ah, poor baby. Baby.
Ugh. And now full count on Terry Bone. So now we actually have to kind of see where this is gonna go. I mean, that's really your only hope is that they walk him, and then we swung at ball 4. Oh boy, indeed. Could have just looked at it. Instead, it's a strikeout, and Erin Harris has her 4th strikeout of the day. Vicky Kawaguchi now up to the plate. Struck out in the first inning. And I think the best thing, again, is when you bat with the open stance, it does move those fielders to the opposite side. And considering how the ball chops very slowly, we can get an extra step or 2. That would be helpful. 1-1 the count to Vicky Kawaguchi. Now, I don't know if the AI thinks to pitch differently. Vicky takes that one high, 2-1 to pitch differently so that it doesn't go to the left side. But this is really what our strategy is get on base and play small ball. Here is a chopper to the left side. Vicky should have this base hit. Dimitri is slow to get it. He does throw it, but well after Vicky reaches the bag. And the Bombers are getting on base. Now it's about bringing in the runs.
This is an interesting opportunity. If you lay down a bunt, you could definitely get, you could get a bunt hit here.
I gotta agree with Pansy Boy.
Stop it! You both stop it.
Luann looks at the first pitch inside for ball one. We'll take a walk as well.
I need my ginger ale. Ah.
So like you're drinking your cat?
No, Doofus. I'm drinking the actual beverage.
Is it beverage rockin' ginger ale?
You know it. In fact, let me do the honor read. This game is brought to you by Beverage Rockin' Ginger Ale. That's some rockin' ginger ale beverage. I sound like Jeremy.
Yeah, it was cool doing that read for you on your show with the wine.
Yeah, Mr. Garfield, I appreciate that.
3-2 to Luann Louie. Now again, we gotta pay attention. That foul, that bunt option probably gone now because we don't want to bunt foul for a strikeout. Full count pitch. Chopped on the ground. Contact is made. Let's go. Let's see our runners go. Luann safe at first. Vicky safe at second. And 2 base runners are on now for Sydney Weber, who's got that boost today. Where do we want to go with it?
Opposite way, right field. You could get, at very least, Vicky to third.
That would be ideal. A fireball down low for strike one. Maybe a little dunker into right field. The outfield is big in this field, our home field of Sandy Flats. Sydney now up 2-0 on the count. And, of course, again, we will happily take a walk. Batting 076 on the season. Has a hot day today. She takes that pitch low and inside, though, for strike one. And we really need the ball in play more than anything else. We saw in our previous game with that win. That's a called strike. Tough pitch there, high and inside for strike two. Putting the ball in play is really what makes or breaks this team. If the team is not going to have power to rely on. Popped up. This might be an infield fly. It is not. Both runners retreat as the ball is caught just past second in very shallow outfield. And again, Sydney is making contact and decent contact, but not enough to bring in a run. So similar situation here with Billie Jean. In fact, I kind of want to swing for the fences because she flirted with that. Not that popped up. Popped up on the infield. Is someone going to get to it? It drops, but can Billie Jean beat it out? She cannot. Tough one. Close one. Maybe could have clicked a little harder on Billie Jean there and gotten a base hit. It was dunked in a really nice spot. And perhaps someone with a little bit more speed would have made that. But that is the final out of the third inning. We move to the top of the fourth, still with no score. And Kenny returns to work. So if you click, it'll run faster.
Yeah, it'll kind of like, but then their energy comes down a little bit.
Hey, it would have been worth it. It would have been worth it. But again, the name of the game, getting the ball in play. As we saw, if you're striking out, there's really not much you can do. The little soft pop-up to Stephanie Morgan at short for the first out of the top of the fourth inning. No score here in the top of the fourth inning here with the Melonheads and the Bombers. The Melonheads 6-3 on the season. The Bombers just getting their second win last Saturday in the Saturday morning special against the backyard Oakland A's. It's chopped to the right side. This runner is quick. Annie making her best effort to get to the bag, and that is going to be an infield single. I believe the second hit of the game for the Bombers. Sorry, the Melonheads. It's easy for me to get these team names mixed up playing two different installments of the Backyard Sports Series. Gary Allen hits a fly ball to left center field. Vicky with enough a jump on it. And that is the second out of the inning. Runner tags back to first.
Sorry. I'm sorry. And sorry, Tyler. It's right in my face, bro.
You like it, you weirdo.
No, I don't. I like burping because it means I can drink more ginger ale and bubbly stuff. With glitter.
Yes, with glitter. Absolutely with glitter.
Do you guys want some ginger ale?
Is that the only can you have?
Yeah, I don't know what I'm thinking. No ginger ale for you, Jeremy.
Joella Minotti hitting .481. The outfield goes back, and this is hit high and deep to left center field. This could be a ground rule double if it has enough bounce. It does have enough bounce, and honestly, the Bombers catch a break there. That would have been a run scored had that ball stayed at the point where it dropped.
And it's funny because we just said we're going to put the outfield back. I just had a feeling that that was necessary. And now we are going to try to get out of this jam here. PJ Sharif, hitting .272 on the season, 0 for 1 today, takes the first pitch for a strike. Yeah, that was a nasty fly ball to center. Now Sharif down 0-2 with the second strike. The 0-2 to Sharif, who is leaning in with a close stance. High for ball 1. Probably just a little waste pitch or so. I feel like Sydney's dialogue there just went over twice. 1-2 pitch outside for ball 2. He says he's going to strike them all out. We could use a strikeout right here. 2-2 to Sharif. Runners on second and third. Swung on and missed for the third strike. And that will take care of the Melonheads for the top of the fourth inning. 2 hits in the inning, but no runs scored, no errors. And we remain a scoreless ball game. Excellent job by the kid on the mound. Excellent job. Very excellent. Annie Frazier comes in now. She does have a base hit on the day. I believe she kind of just dunked it in the right spot. Again, she has decent speed. Lined up the middle, that will go into center, but she's still going to have to beat a tough throw. It's coming close, but the first baseman has to come off the bag, and Annie has her second hit of the day. Well done hitting by Annie, putting it in the right place. And now that's a leadoff runner, a leadoff batter, and we should really consider a bunt. There is a bunt, but it's popped up. This is good. This could be a double play. No, the runner is not looked back. Well, wait. Runner's not looked back. Terrible call by Joey there. Annie advances to second now with 1 out. A sacrifice bunt by Kenny Kawaguchi, and that's some quality small ball. Stephanie Morgan walked in her first at bat. And I was going to say here, you really hope she can chop the ball and put it in play. A walk, is great, but doesn't help out a whole lot. 1-0 pitch is in for a strike. Yes, that is a good point, too. In fact, part of me is actually considering putting down another bunt, just getting Annie over to... Whoa. That was an interesting stance there. Annie is running for third. Dimitri is throwing it to third. Now across the diamond to Stephanie. She's safe. Now Annie is in a rundown. Can Annie get to third? The ball is... Oh, no. What's going on? Oh, no. Now we got people running all over the place. Annie is slowing down significantly. She's probably going to get tagged out. Let's see what happens here. Annie falls. Annie falls again. This is a nightmare. Now the ball is dropped again, thrown back. Annie is running in between third and second, and it's going to negate her base hit. So basically a fielder's choice there, but I believe it was kind of worth the attempt. Tanya, you're in the chat. Why?
Nobody's in the chat. It's boring. I'm trying to liven it up.
That was still the right call to do that, honestly. I'm actually really encouraged by what I'm seeing.
Thank you, Mr. Garfield. It's like I'm just trying to get the chat going because all it was that boring Reed Street comment.
I'm talking about the baseball, Tanya.
This is related to baseball.
Ricky Johnson is in with a strikeout today, and I didn't mean to put down the bunt, but let's see what happens with the slow Dimitri. His arm, though, is strong enough to get the out at first. No runs. The Bombers have 6 hits today. That is impressive, but no runs to show for it. And we are now in the top of the 5th inning, still with no score. We do not have a power at bat. That is going to require us either to turn a double play or to hit a power up pitch. Christina Beatty 0 for 1 today with a strikeout. And Kenny gets ahead 0-2 on the swing and miss. High ball 1-2 the count on Christina Beatty. And part of me is distracted in my mind thinking about where we want to go as the innings advance. A liner to short. It drops to a base hit in front of Sydney Weber and left. Gets the throw into Billie Jean Blackwood and throws it over to first for the first out. Beatty did not have good speed. And a potential leadoff runner is erased. Oh, good throw. Good throw, good relay, good teamwork. Very nice indeed. Yeah, the defense has been stepping up. I don't know what's been going on with these guys. It's just the hitting. It's the hitting and the ability to manufacture runs. Because getting on base as Aaron Harris lines it into center, drops in front of Vicky, but we're going to have another one again with an outfield assist to the second baseman, Billie Jean Blackwood, on to first for the out. And now Melonheads have 2 outs in the inning. It's just manufacturing runs because you can get the leadoff runner on with an appropriate hit to like the left side and it's moving slow. But then getting the run in has been the problem. And really the name of the game has been getting this game to the 10th inning, and then with our mercy rule that we've implemented, using a power bat, and that's if we earn it. A low, soft line to the left side to Stephanie Morgan, throws it on to first for the out. So 2 potential hits that would be real base hits in real life are erased. And we go to the bottom of the 5th with no score, and Terry Bone leading off.
If I can touch on that, Joey, really good point about you can get the runners on base. The bringing them across the plate has been the tough thing, and that's why the whole thing with the power really hurts, Yeah,
because you can't get the ball high enough or hard enough out of the infield. And then you have people like Terry Bone who just suck. And that's why we have a hard time scoring runs. I think, did we get 2 runs in a game one time? I think, again, that was also because of power bats. And Terry Bone swings and misses for the strikeout for what we always expect. And Tommy G. Anderson is back. He was with us in Pokemon this morning, and he even told me, I got a dip. I will be right back. And here he is joining us on the Saturday morning special. First pitch into Vicky Kawaguchi is on the corner for strike 1. And why don't we pause 10 seconds for station identification? You are watching the Saturday morning special on Sometimes Joey Plays as Vicky fouls that off for strike 2.
This is the network of sports entertainment. Nobody knows sports like we know sports. Yeah, we may not have any of those teams you like, but we have all sport. And if it's not a sport, trust us, we'll find a way to make it one. Nose.
Well, hey kids, you're watching the Saturday morning special on Sometimes Joey Plays.
From my parents' basement in the United States, I'm the basement in my bedroom in the United States. My name is Joey. Sometimes I play games, joined with Gary Nuts, Jake Summer, and Tanya for the Saturday morning special backyard baseball. Vicky Kawaguchi in the plate, tied game with no score between the Melonheads and the Bombers here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Bombers have 6 hits on the day, but still have yet to cross the plate, and Vicky takes a pitch on the inside edge for strike 3 for the second out of the inning. And a little weird there. Usually that station ID is just the Saturday morning special, but they played the nose intro as well. And also I'm getting word that, we have to play the teaser for the Backyard Football playoffs, which are going to appear on Nose, which is my channel. But there's going to be a special play-by-play version of the game that you're going to see with Joe Costas and Omar Sandwiches. Well, a diving stop for the ball, and a rocket to first to get out Luann for the final out of the inning, and we go to the final regulation inning. But first, let's get that preview of the BFL postseason on Nose.
The playoffs are coming to Nose.
Don't talk about playoffs.
Join Job Costas and Omar Sandwiches, who'll have the call of the BFL postseason. Will the Monsters defy the odds and go all the way, or will some other team win and cause lasting trauma for all the players?
Oh no!
Subscribe and ring the bell to find out so you don't miss any of it. Football.
I don't want the Earth to blow up. The Earth is not going to blow up. I think they're just being dramatic with the whole ring the bell for subscribers things and to get notification. Dimitri Pet footage 0 for 2 today with 2 strikeouts. Takes the first pitch low on the outside edge for strike 1. Kenny working it well today. 5 strikeouts, and Dimitri in position again for a sombrero. 3 strikeouts. Let's see. 0-2 pitch. Chopped away foul as Dimitri opens up that stance a bit. And yes, the Monsters
division champions, I mean. Called strike 3 on the outside edge. It says he's hitting 407. I don't know how it's possible, but the golden sombrero or the hat trick, whatever you want to call it, for Dimitri. His third strikeout of the game. Olga Tollefson popped up on the first pitch over to Stephanie. Stephanie moves in, makes the catch for the second out. Quick work for the Bombers here. Now the Bombers also are the home team, so if we want to work in the possibility of trying to get an intentional power-up by means of, doing an intentional walk and then trying to turn a double play, it's less risky here because we are the home team and we'll have the final at bat. A soft pop fly to right field. Luann a few steps to her left, makes the catch for the final out. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Do the Bombers have a walk-off in them to avoid extras? Sydney Weber with that batting boost today. She's going to scorch the ball out of here. Let's see if she can do that. Let's aim for that log in left field. The first pitch to Sydney is a strike on the... Ooh, got a little bit of that yellow right there. Hitting 074. She's made solid contact today, but not enough for a base hit. This one is hit high to left field. Does it have a chance to go back there? It is going back. It is caught at the log! Oh, that's brutal. That is brutal. That one was so close to getting out, as far as you could possibly go, down that left field line, and the outfielder is right there to make the catch for the first out of the inning. I would have pooped my pants. Without shame, I would have pooped my pants. 0-2 to Billie Jean Blackwood. Why would you poop your pants? Shock. 0-2 to Billie Jean. Swung on and missed strike 3, but that is good to know that Sydney could carry it out there like that. Man, that was a tough one. If that would have happened, that would have been probably our only home run on the season without the assistance of something like the aluminum power bat, which, oh, by the way, we haven't even received one of those. Out of all the power-ups we received so far, it's just been swung on a miss, strike 2. It's just been things like crazy bunt and the screaming line drive and things of that nature. And that pitch was inside for ball 1. 1-2 the count to Annie Frazier with 2 outs in the inning, and we're looking at extras once again. Man, we could have just made this 9-inning games for all it's worth. Chopped on the right side, and she is really slowed down. She might need the juice after that rundown. Final out, we're going to extras once again. Jamon is back. That was close. That was so close, and my eyes lit up and everything. We're going to go in, does Annie Frazier need that juice? And the only way we can get to her is if we put her on the mound, have her take the juice. Look, I know we said things like no power-ups. I know we said stuff like that. We need every bit of advantage that we can get. And if that includes having these players at full juice or whatever, that's fine. To me, that's fine. And something I didn't think about either, Jake, what do you think, first of all, and what about what I literally just said? And then the thought of saying, like, okay, we're going to use a power-up pitch not to gain a strikeout, but to open a slot. Gary Allen hits it to deep left center field. I think that's where he hit it earlier. This should be a ground rule double, and it will be. Again, another break. His speed has been decent enough that he could have hit an inside the park home run on that one. And the Melonheads have a leadoff base runner here in the first inning of extras. Kenny and the Bombers catching a few breaks there with that outfield, as now we're going to push back the outfield for no doubles defense. Joel Minotti, 1 for 2 today. Smack to left field. Is it going to be a home run? It is a home run. It is gone. Joel Minotti hits a liner right over the log in left field. And the Melonheads take a 2-0 lead in the top of the 7th inning. The first inning of extras. Wow, this one actually, if the Bombers can't make a comeback, I gotta say I'm actually gonna really this one's gonna hurt. This one could very much hurt. As the first pitch in the PJ Sharif for strike 1. I thought it was gonna have a chance to be foul. but it got that alley is so short, and that's why I thought Billy G was going to have one. This one's hit high to left field, but Sidney Weber is back and gets as far back to that pseudo corner and makes the catch for the first out. I'm a little defeated after that, I'm not going to lie. It's Christina Beatty comes in for strike one, and also we don't exactly have the strongest lineup coming in. That's due in the bottom half of the inning. It's not the 10th inning. I even thought, oh, what if we set up for a double play intentionally to get a power at bat? But we got to be consistent with our rules in place. It is not the top. It is not the 10th inning, and that's not on Kenny at all. That's not on Kenny at all. You know, no, not in the slightest. Not in the slightest. You know, sometimes you just get beat. Sometimes I play games, sometimes we get beat, but no, this actually is, you know, and with the standings, as Jake was talking about, you know, being back 3 games, this ball's chopped to the left side. Kenny's able to scoop it up and throw it onto first for the out. Last chance coming up for the Bombers. Kenny Kawaguchi is going to lead it off.
Here I go.
With the way the standings have been, you know, their destiny is not the most controlled. Kenny's going to put down a bunt. Can he beat it? His speed is great, but not enough to beat the throw from Dimitri Petfootage, and the first out for the Bombers. This hurts more, as Billie Jean was very close, very, very close to taking that ball out. She's hit it a ton to left field before. Stephanie takes that pitch on the low outside edge for strike one. It was very close. I really thought that had enough to go, and that would have been the game. There wouldn't be extras. That would have been the ball game, and it just didn't have enough height to get over there. That pitch had height on the high outside corner for strike two. But for you gamblers out there, both the spread, or the run line, excuse me, in baseball it's a run line,
I'm gonna try to make a hit.
and the total are in play. It comes down to Ricky Johnson, who the first pitch is foul, and that's going to go out of play for strike one. It is up to Ricky to try to extend this game. The Melonheads are down to their final out, and as I was alluding to earlier, could possibly eliminate them from postseason contention. And if that is the case, will we continue this series? I don't know. Ricky Johnson swings, and that is the ball game. The Melonheads win this by a score of 2-0 with a big go-ahead 2-run home run in the top of the 7th. And as fun as this has been, I wish we could have extended this game a bit further. Maybe an opportunity for more people to get into the chat. This is a tough one. This is really, really a tough one. You know, we joke here about how insufferable this series has been. We have said, you know, we've joked about how torturous this is. Gary, there might be something to you having been here today. Yeah, I mean, I'll happily take more days off. We'll talk to the executives about that. The Bombers are 2-8. They automatically are going to have a losing season. Now, mathematically, they will have a losing season. Wait. No. Hold on, wait. I can't remember how the run line works. So plus 1.5 means they... No. Okay, so that did not hit. That did not hit because they lost 2-0. So that did not hit. Maybe you pushed if you took the over-under. Jeremy, can I talk? Go ahead. Tanya, I had to get that out. Sorry. But in all seriousness, like, it does hurt because the last game was so exciting in the extra innings.
And that ball by, BJBW, is that what we call her?
Yeah, I think so. Even though Blackwood is one term, BJBW is kind of a cool thing.
Yeah, I can see you're all upset.
Very much.
Yeah, but, like, again, it's all about the experience we share together. Like, think about it. Like, think about, this whole channel. Like, with sometimes Jeremy plays and the nasal nose channel. It's been like we're all like friends here and like have bonded, and like it's been so rad, and I wouldn't like trade it for anything. I mean, I'll go on vacation obviously, and as the guy says, this really sucks. This does really suck. It does. Wait. So like I can understand you're upset. I know I'm like silly and goofy and like carefree all the time, but like I also understand like pain,
Well, Tanya, that was really noble of you to say and to recognize that we're upset. Scores around the league, if anybody cares. Detroit wins. The Backyard Tigers win. And I think that would mean, I don't know if there's any way that it actually tells us that we've been eliminated from the playoffs, but we are 4 games back. There are 4 games remaining. The best we can do is a 6-8 record. I don't see the Tigers losing 4 straight games. I also don't see the Bombers winning 4 straight games. But for all intents and purposes, this team can still make the playoffs.
It can, but it's like as soon as they lose a game, that's it. If basically that whole term of the magic number, if the Bombers lose 1 game or the Tigers win 1 game, that's it. I know there's like can you see the standings for the whole league, because there's like wild card and stuff too. Oh,
we're not even in it. We're not even in the top 6. I mean, there are 3 teams that have a 4-6 record, and I mean the Red Sox are 6-4. Well, I mean, is that not the case with the Tigers as well? So really, if you think about it, we have a better chance of winning the division than the wild card. So there's a lot of thinking for us to do on the channel in terms of how much longer we do this for the Bombers. I mean, I'm more than cool with, doing another run, doing another team, another theme. It's there's only so much you can do. We knew going into this, we knew, Joey, you picked this, this theme of a really terrible team and everything like that. I'm really proud of how they played today. There was a lot of good strategy. The ball was placed, the bat was on the ball and placed well. But there's only so much you can do when you can't drive the ball to the alleys in the outfield. The whole name of the game has been small ball, has been waiting for the 10th inning for we can't you can't play like that, but that's how we've had to play.
Yeah, that's really been it. We even talked about it we talk about it all throughout the game. Like, oh, can't wait for the 10th inning. That's where we have the bat. And even the one time we lost the game and we didn't use the power-up bats because we thought, oh no, like, okay, we could lose it and use it or lose it. Use it or lose it, Buster. Yeah, and it's just, you can't play a game like that,
The pitching on the other side has also been very dominant. These kids don't have the best plate vision either. And so that is how it is. I kind of think that was our final wrap-up right there, or closing thoughts, unless anyone has anything else they'd like to add. It is now noon, a little bit after noon on the East Coast. As always, I'm happy to be with you guys, but yeah, this one actually hurts. I know this is just a fictional game made for children, but I feel for these kids, especially when we see how well the Monsters are doing.
At least Billie Jean gets to go to the playoffs in football.
Yeah, so 1 out of 9 kids are happy. Gary, anything else?
Nah.
Jake?
No.
Hey there, the Cirque. I hate to break it to you. I appreciate. Sorry for being a bit late. I accept your apology. But I'm gonna send you an apology. We lost, and in a very painful way in the top of the 7th inning. We are actually wrapping this up, but of course, maybe I shouldn't have given away the ending. But oh, it's the CRK, by the way. I'm very literal with reading things sometimes. Well, you can enjoy. I mean, obviously, we all have our banter and camaraderie here, but we are actually finished for the day. But before you go, let's take a look at this playoff preview for Backyard Football on Nose. You've been watching the Saturday morning special Backyard Baseball on Nose and Sometimes Joey Plays. For Gary Nuts, Jake Summer, and Tanya, my name is Joey. Sometimes I play games. Have a good day.
The playoffs are coming to Nose.
Don't talk about playoffs.
Join Job Costas and Omar Sandwiches, who'll have the call of the BFL postseason. Will the Monsters defy the odds and go all the way, or will some other team win and cause lasting trauma for all the players?
Oh no!
Subscribe and ring the bell to find out so you don't miss any of it. Football.
Well, hey, kids, you're watching the Saturday morning special on Sometimes Joey Plays.